everyone, we are back here again. Glad to see y'all are making it week to week. This week is actually going to go a little bit shorter. I'm trying to add new segments to the show and trying to make things a little bit more streamlined so you're not spending 10 minutes watching a little bit of me ranting, whereas you can actually watch, 5 minutes of real content. So we're going to go ahead and jump right into the segments that I've got created. I told you I was going to make a new one today. I actually am. So we're going to first start off with the band of the week. This week I listened to a lot of Senses Fail. Not their new stuff. Rhinocéros, pretty good. I mean, it's an okay album, but I like their old classic Senses Fail music. So if you're looking at a new, rougher, angry band without looking at their new music, Senses Fail is perfect for that. There's a spider. They're angry, they're bitter, they like to get their emotions out there on the floor. I myself agree with a lot of what they sing about. At the same time, I don't agree with a lot of what they sing about. So I like to be challenged on things that I believe in, and I like to listen to music that can challenge that to make me more solidified in what it is that I truly believe in. Classic song that I love by them was The Irony of Dying on Your Birthday. Actually, we saw them live at Warped Tour one year, 2009, and the second that song played, that was probably the most intense concert I've been to. I actually beat a kid up, broke some ribs. Perfect. It was great for that kind of music. So if you're into that style, go find some Senses Fail. I would suggest listening to their old albums personally, but if not, their new stuff is very emotional and powerful. It's just not the same sound of Senses Fail. They've kind of moved. The term renacer in Spanish actually means to be reborn. It sounds like they're rebirthing their band into a new style. It's a little bit more metalcore now instead of the post-hardcore indie rock that it was before. So if that's your style, go check out their new stuff. If you like the old pop punk kind of sound with screaming, listen to their old stuff. It's pretty good too. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and move along to the new segment. Actually, I'm going to do something that's called CD Review. When a new album comes out, I actually always try to find new albums by the bands that I love and constantly listen to. I have well over 350, 400 indie rock artists who are very similar in style. If you've noticed, I've talked about a few of them. A couple new CDs have come out in the past month, and I'm actually only going to review one of them today. We're going to do the next one next week, so be excited to look forward to that. I'm actually going to do a little bit of Owl City's UltraViolet. That is an EP that came out. It's 4 tracks long. It's quite aggressive. I mean, a few of the songs are singing about hope and how to raise yourself into a better person and ways to look forward to find the light at the end of the tunnel. And others talk about how, well, there's a song that specifically sings about suicide, about how there's this little girl who had a panic attack because her father left her and he'll never be back because of it. Really aggressive. Adam Young was extremely aggressive in those lyrics. He was not holding back when he sang about how terrible that would be to be a child raised in a home where you've got a father and a mother who love you, and then your father just kills himself. And it's depressing and it's hard to cope with. If there's any of you out there who are really into that deep of a depression and you feel like that's the only way out, you need to talk to somebody. I'm here. You can talk to me. If not, there are people out there to help you. And if you are one of those people who suffered with a parent who did this, you still need to talk to people. People are out here to help you. There's a lot of us in the world who can understand the pain of what you're going through. I myself personally don't know that much about parents committing suicide. I have had friends who have committed suicide though, and I know that it's really rough to deal with. So if you do need someone to talk to, please, there's people out there to help you. Owl City's song is perfect for encompassing the emotion that's behind that kind of a sickening event. So feel free to listen to this album. If you're not comfortable with that, there are only 4 tracks in it. Honestly, you could probably pass it. You probably could skip this album. There's at least one song that you could listen to that'd be good, the first one. Besides that, it's a great overall album. It has the perfect Owl City sound. It's mixing some of his old stuff along with some of his new stuff. Lindsay Sterling, who's a violinist, dancing YouTuber out there. I don't know if you've seen her. She's all over the place. She did some stuff with Pentatonics, and she just does some home-written music where she dances through some ice caverns. It's really awesome. I don't know. She's a cool lady. And so I'd suggest going out there and listening to her. If you're not going to listen to Owl City's new album, you can find some of her stuff on YouTube, and I'll link that down below as well. We're going to jump along then into what inspired me today. It's actually the Beatles. It's kind of fitting because, my child's name is going to be Jude. And he's named after Hey Jude. If you guys didn't know that, now you know. He's named after a Beatles song because I want to name my children after things that inspired me in my life to make better decisions, and Hey Jude's one of those songs that is extremely inspiring to me. But we're actually not talking about Hey Jude. The Beatles did inspire me this week, and it was actually Dear Prudence. If you guys aren't familiar with that song, it's a classic. go listen to it. If you've been living under a rock, you should listen to some more Beatles. But Dear Prudence is actually a little bit more than what the song sings about. It sings about how they want a girl to come out and experience the world. And the reason why is they were living in a Buddhist colony. They had all moved to Asia to experience life in a different light than what they were before. And they had a friend with them whose name was Prudence. They would sit out in the hallways after, their prayers, etc., and they would play music with one another. But Prudence locked herself away into her room. She would only study 24/7, and she didn't experience life like they wanted her to. So they wrote this little ditty for her, and they sat out in front of her room, and they sang it for her to try to get her to come out and experience life. It's very fitting. The song is it's uplifting, telling you, hey, there's a lot out there. Don't lock yourselves away. Experience what you need to experience to become better people. So, Dear Prudence by the Beatles, great inspiration there. Hey Jude as well. No, we didn't talk about that one, but you should listen to it. If you haven't listened to enough Beatles, please go listen to them. I know a lot of you, at least family members I have, say they're overrated. They have really good stuff. They're really classic. They've got really deep lyrics in their music. So just to recap, you guys need to, if you want to, listen to the new Owl City CD. If not, go listen to Lindsey Sterling. She'll have some links down below me as well, along with the Owl City CD. He's actually put up all of the music into his YouTube channel, so you don't have to buy it. It's only $3.50 on iTunes, though, so it's not bad. From there, you've got Senses Fail. You need to go listen to Senses Fail. If not, their new stuff, Renacer, you can listen to their old stuff with some classics like The Irony of Dying on Your Birthday. I hope that you all have a wonderful week. I'll be seeing you next Friday, and if you have any questions, concerns, or problems, let me know.